Hey guys, how are you doing today? So I have got the first video for you this week, and it has to do with moths. If you are here in Albuquerque at all, I don't know if it's elsewhere around New Mexico or other places, but we are having a huge moth invasion right now. Seems like that happens every couple of years around here, and we just get tons and tons and tons of moths. It's been insane to see how many there are. You know, a few days ago, my kids were running through the backyard, hitting the trees, seeing how many would come flying out at them, and then letting them all settle again, and then hitting the trees again. Um, every time that we open up our mailbox or move our trash cans, they're in our car, they're in our laundry room, in our garage, in our I've even had them inside of my refrigerator. I don't know how they got there. They're everywhere. It seems like they're just swarming. And as we've been experiencing this, and we've been seeing all these moths and being surrounded by them, I had two thoughts in regards to moths. So just wanted to share those with you guys quickly today. And the first is this: realize that for most people, we hate moths. Like, we do not like being surrounded by them. I know that there are people that are terrified of them, and we don't like them. We don't want to have them filling our yard. We don't want to have them everywhere. We want them to leave and to blow away. However, on the same token, we will literally pay money to go inside of a butterfly exhibit, to go stand in a place that is full of a creature that is very, very similar to a moth, just slightly less erratic in its flight, a little bit more graceful and beautiful. I mean, I know there are definitely some different differences as well, but in general, it's the same creature, and yet we will pay money. We try to get butterflies to fill our yards. We go to be surrounded by them and want them to land on us, but we totally freak out and hate when there's a bunch of moths around. And I was thinking about how that can be so similar to us as people as well. Um, we look at it in our world and society, and we're attracted to those people that are beautiful. Whether that is an outward expression, whether it's actual physical beauty, whether it has to do with their influence, with their popularity, the things that they have, the cars that they drive, the houses that they live in, the how much money they have, whatever it might be. We're attracted to that which is flashy and graceful and beautiful. But there's a much larger portion of our society, especially in our city here, as I've been noticing running through the city, um, that's not graceful, not beautiful. They're dirty, and they're like the moths. They're dirty. They're gray. They're kind of erratic. We have people that are struggling financially, people that are homeless, people that have addictions, and they're around us, and we just want to get them. We just want to push them to the side. We don't want to have anything to do with them. And as people and as Christians, we need to be reaching out to those people. Um, and as I mentioned last week, we want to help people elevate themselves. We want to help people get out of the bondage and the chains of addictions and fear and anger and anxiety and all of these things that hold them. But we can't do that if we push them away constantly. So we have to bring them in. We have to meet them where they are, and show them their identity in Christ, and show them that in God's eyes that they are beautiful, and just like a butterfly. That God can change them and transform them and wants that for them, but that they are loved right now where they are. So that was my first thought with moths. Just like we don't like the dirty and the dusty and the gray moths, but we love the beautiful butterflies flying around us. So often we we don't like the dirty and the addicted and the erratic in society, the people in society, and we push them away. in favor of those who have everything together and are beautiful and popular. But God has called us to reach out and minister to those people that maybe are not as desirable, to show them that they're loved by God. And then the second thing that I've been realizing about Moths is how much that they're attracted to light. Last night I went out into my kitchen dining room area, and there were probably at least 30 moths flying around in there, and I wanted them out of the house. So I turned off all the lights in the house, and I had the light on in the backyard. I opened up the door and I got them all flying around, and they would just follow. They'd follow a flashlight, and as soon as they got close to the door, I turned the flashlight off. They'd fly out the door to go to the light outside. They are totally attracted to the light. That's true of a lot of bugs and creatures. But again, as people, you guys, people are attracted to the light, and God is light. He is the one who, he is the one that calls all people to himself. And so often I think that we are so afraid that people are going to shun us. They're going to come down on us, ostracize us. And maybe that might be the case, like if we talk about God. But often, people in the world, people who don't know Christ, people that are moths, they want light. They want hope. They want that love that God offers. And all that we need to do is to be the light of the world, to show that light to people and to offer it for them, and they will flock to it. Just like moths will fly towards the light and gather around it. If we are going to be the light of the world, just like God says that we are, if we're going to show the light that he is, people are going to flock to that. But it's got to be genuine, and it's got to be real. So don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid to be who God has called you to be and to show God's light and his love to the world around you. And yeah, there may be some that don't like that and don't want that. But in general, you guys, people are longing for it. Their hearts are crying for light and for love and for truth and for all of that. And so just like the moths in my house, if I want them to go to a certain place, I make the rest of everything dark and I turn on the light and they'll flock to it. When we shine a light in a dark world, people are going to flock to that. And people are going to be changed, and it's going to be amazing. So I just really want to encourage you guys with that this week. Be the light. Shine the light. Watch what God is going to do to transform the people around us, whether it's yourself, whether it's people that you know, whether it's total strangers. God's going to transform and change it. Get out there. Get amongst the moths, the people that maybe we don't necessarily want to interact with. But be God's light in a dark world to people that need it, and show his love, and watch what God is going to do to change and transform our city. So go ahead and do that this week, you guys, and I'll have another video for you here in a couple days. See ya.